Like, at all. This battle system is not explained good enough. And this is coming from me, and I like this game. That needs a lot more explanation to it. Either way, let us focus on. Oh, we've something over there we can go take. Let's go deal with go assassinate this dude. It wasn't bad. We still lost. The thing is that it's not exactly right to say that was bad, because it wasn't bad per se. It just wasn't great. Like, that's the way to put it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. That's a quarry. Right, fair. But no, that wasn't... I wouldn't say that was particularly bad. It just wasn't great. Temple of Asclepius. The gods of the world are multitudinous. As the temples and shrines devote to their worship, one god whose temple you're always happy to see cresting the horizon is Asclepius, the god of healing. This is precisely the god whose temple you find nestled between the dense trees on the bank of a serene lake. The high priestess welcomes you and invites you into her temple. She summons one of her priestesses to help examine you and your Patrone, a tall woman in the sixth decade of her life, with sharp eyes and mercilessly precise hands. Together they effectively take your inventory of your wounds and ailments and apply the best treatment free of charge. Before I do go there, it's probably a good idea that I pick up my two Praetorians I left there. Which you do by simply visiting the camp. Okay, we can now leave. But no, in all honesty, that battle wasn't bad. It's just the mechanics aren't explained very well. And I think the more I play, the more I'll understand. But honestly, at the moment, I find myself lacking complete and utter understanding. I want two Sagittarius. Actually, no. I want him. He's better. There we go. All right. Where? Okay, we need to talk to Zenobia. Well, I think about it. Do I have any better armor for you? It says that. I mean, obviously the game's going to tell me there are some better armors, but still think the armor he's wearing is actually better.
Good to see you again. Any news about our agreement?
I have forged a letter from King Mithridates inviting Theophilus to a secret meeting at the mountains alone. Can you ensure he receives it?
Oh, this is a clever ploy. I didn't expect this at all. Very good. Yes, I believe I can ensure this letter makes its way to him. You plan to kill him there?
Precisely. Best to leave no loose ends.
I understand. You seem to have a real talent for maneuvering other people where you need them to be, both on the battlefield and off it. Theophilus will get this letter from Mithridates. I trust you will take it from there.
Yeah, he gonna die. I don't have a very good track record with keeping people alive at the moment. Enemies alive, at least. The only one I didn't have a choice with is because the AI killed... My own team killed someone before I could kill someone. Which made me big sad. It's always big sad when your own troops are very good at their job. I wish there was an option to always have the overlay on there. I don't even know how to dismantle stuff, so that's... Oh! Well, I guess we're just going to do this for a few minutes then. I can dismantle stuff it belongs to someone else. Okay, fair enough. I won't dismantle stuff that belong to the other characters, though. Yeah, we'll just get rid of every weapon, though. Yeah, like, none of the weapons are better, so let's just get rid of them. If I'd have known about dismantling earlier, I'd have done this a lot sooner. Good, my tent has been restocked. And let's show these mother sons of people what we're gonna do.
You! What is going on here?
You must forgive my deception. The letter you received was not from Mithridates at all.
I did not expect such low deception from a Roman. What do you want? Surely you have not lured me out here just to kill me.
I'm afraid that is exactly the plan.
Curse you, woman. I should have known you were behind this all along. Do you not understand that everything I've done was to ensure the safety and prosperity of Musia?
My husband was not perfect, but he was a good man and a wise ruler.
Please, Roman, you have been manipulated. Maro was utterly indifferent to the needs or wishes of the people. He governed only to enrich himself and his closest friends.
Doesn't matter. He was loyal to Rome, whereas you joined Rome's enemies.
Mithridates was at our gates and Maro talked of resistance. We had no chance against Pontus, and Rome ignored our calls for aid.
We would have held against Pontus just as Kitsikos now does. My husband would have seen to it.
We are not Kitsikos. Thousands would have died for nothing, and the city would have burned.
Only aim is here to make Messiah withdraw from your alliance with Pontus.
I can make this happen. By Apollon Alexikakos, with Rome fighting beside us, we will drive Pontus from our lands.
You can't! I demand justice for my husband! He's only saying these things because you have a knife to his throat. He'll turn on you just as he turned on us.
Zenobia is right. You murdered as Roman governor, and you deserve death.
You can't. Please.
This is what he deserved. He murdered my husband.
It doesn't feel like justice, does it? Vengeance cannot bring the kind of closure you were hoping for.
In time, that wound will heal. For now, we have more pressing matters to attend to. Please meet me back at the temple, Strategos. We have one more matter to deal with.
Well, that's him dead. Nice. And my other, my Triaurus can now have a nice new spear. Beautiful. Oh, off we go. Ooh, unskippable points. Who are they for? Very specifically, the Triaurus who's with us. Give him the ability to poison. This Triaurus as well has got some skills. Oh, the idea of going down the flag bearer route with this one. You are working heavily on marksman, so I'll continue go down marksman. This Princeps, he is split between veteran and defender. He has more points in defender though. So I'm actually going to keep him split. I like the kind of split play he looks like he seems to be going for there. So let's get us out of here. I must admit, I expected him to put up a little bit more of a fight and not let me just throw him to the ground and stab him. So don't get me wrong, no complaints. Straight back to the temple then, I guess. Yeah, you know, you go there, you go there, and you. Thank you for the hydrate pros check, and I'm going to assume stretch. Thank you as well. Thank you very much, Bob. There we go. My legion is in control of the gates. What I like to see. Look at that beautiful shield on there. There should be our troops walking around here now. Yeah, Roman flag bearer.
What if I told you I could get you into King Mithridates' camp?
Why would I want?
Utterly unnoticed.
Why would I want that?
Isn't that every commander's dream? A chance to meet their enemy up close? To get a sense of them, maybe listen in on their plans, without them ever knowing you were there?
What's the catch?
I need your help to right a terrible wrong, but I really do think this will be an amazing opportunity for you to get a feel for Mithridates.
See. I should not go on then.
Theophilus made a terrible pact with Mithridates. Musia was promised rulership over Troas after the war. The agreement was made in writing. If Troas ever learns of this, well, I believe another war will tear us apart.
Wants me to find the contract and destroy it.
Precisely. I know of a small group of Pontic scouts camped nearby. If you take them by surprise, you should be able to use their uniforms to disguise yourself. That way you and perhaps one of your most trusted people can sneak into Mithridates' main camp.
Not a bad plan, if I'm being honest. Bold. But the best spycraft always is.
Hope you know where to find that contract.
It would be kept either in the king's personal tent or with his scribe.
Really, is this contract really that important? Theophilus is out of the picture.
And I have inherited the consequences of his decisions. The contract is made on our city's behalf, and I will be held to account for it.
What did you think I'll gain from this?
Isn't it obvious? An up-close look at Mithridates' forces. A first-hand head count. You may even catch a glimpse of the king himself. Only stay your hand if you do so. An assassination attempt would be ill-advised in those surroundings.
Mithridates is known as an excellent general. He's the first of Rome's enemies in a long time to truly threaten the peace of the Republic.
Think about it.
Until you destroy that contract, I cannot risk withdrawing Musia from the siege of Kitsikos.
I understand. I think we can definitely deal with this. Right. The Pontic scouts are over there. That is where we shall go. We need to get ourselves up there as well. You stop by a river, the waters of which crystal clear. Your Praetorians bring out the water skins and begin refreshing their supplies. As you watch your people kneeling on the river's edge, you notice that the initially clear water is gradually changing color to red. Feeling at ease about the situation, your Praetorians turn to their leader for feeling ease, they turn to lead the guard for guidance. You've gathered enough water. Best not take any risks. Praetorians immediately start refilling the water skins and leave the possibly contaminated river behind. I don't know where I need to find the sector capital for there.